And for anyone that didn't hear me before, yes, I'm all about a dress code. Every place has its certain dress code. The beach has its dress code, right? The bars, the going to the White House, whatever, right? Everything has its dress code. But if you're gonna have a fucking dress code, enforce it equally across the board. Don't single out our girls. Don't tell our girls that they're too provocative, that, they make guys and young men think dirty thoughts. Let me tell you something. That is definitely their problem. Hey, greetings everyone. For y'all that follow my personal page, you know that I went out to a protest today with my daughter and my wife in support of the unfairness, the double standard that Ramona High School is showing towards these young girls. Things that really upset me are when staff members tell young ladies to put the girls away, talking about their breasts. When staff members are telling young ladies that their midriff, their belly button, is distracting. Well, distracting to who? To you as an adult? Because if it's distracting you as an adult, I highly suggest you go get some fucking mental health real quick, because I'm 43 years old and I drop off my daughter at high school almost every day, pick them up almost every day. And no, I'm sorry, Christina drops them off every day and then I pick them up every day. And I have never seen a young female walking into high school and been like, oh shit, she's sexy. Oh my goodness, look at that body, right? Maybe that's just me. I don't know, because someone, male, and that motherfucker very much so, is a grown ass man, put on the protest page basically saying this: parents, teach your daughters how to dress modestly, because I don't like driving past a high school and seeing naked half teenagers and then the thoughts that come into my mind. So for you, sir, I definitely fucking suggest you go get some fucking mental health. If a girl wearing a tank top or a midriff or shorts makes your mind go into some crazy fucking dark world that even you don't like the thoughts of it, I highly, highly suggest that you go seek some counseling and some mental health help before you find some Luis Fonseca help. A lot of people misconstrued that just because I'm the CEO of a mental health nonprofit, that I'm like this very like, oh, peace and love and harmony, and I am all about that shit, right? But I'm also all about the fact that evil can only be beaten with, not necessarily evil, but good men that can turn that evil switch on and then confront that evil and then turn that evil switch back off and whatnot. I'm gonna show y'all a picture and talk about this young lady right here. I mean, this is a prime example. This young lady's wearing yoga pants that come way above her belly button. her mid-drift shirt hangs not even a quarter of an inch over her yoga pants. So yeah, when she lifts her arm, it comes a little bit up more. Whatever, big fucking deal. Well, she's been cited every day for her shirt this week. And then today she comes into school wearing a hand beaded belt. And as you see in the picture, right? You see the hand beaded belt. She was turned around and told to go home because her belt was too provocative. Now, I don't understand where the provocativeness of a beaded belt that she hand bead herself to make as a belt is provocative. Now, maybe if she was wearing pearl necklaces. Oh shit! I can't even do this with a straight face. Maybe she was wearing pearl necklaces. I might say that was provocative. I don't know. Maybe the female school administrator that stopped her and said her beaded belt was provocative. Maybe she's upset because her husband bought her those size anal beads and they were too small. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Because when I saw it, and if you look at the picture, I mean, just a fucking belt over some yoga pants, man. And for anyone that didn't hear me before, yes, I'm all about a dress code. Every place has its certain dress code. The beach has its dress code, right? The bars, the going to the White House, whatever, right? Everything has its dress code. But if you're going to have a fucking dress code, enforce it equally across the board. Don't single out our girls. Don't tell our girls that they're too provocative, that, they make guys and young men think dirty thoughts. Let me tell you something. That is definitely their problem. I'm going to share something with you all, and this video is getting a little longer than I expected. So I hope that you've been with me this long. Here's the part that I'm going to share. In my 20s, I would say, still in my 20s, not so much in my 30s. I think in my 30s where my mind started to change. But yes, in my 20s, a 16, 17, 18-year-old girl wearing a halter top, and if she was heavy-chested, would catch my eye. Not in a gross way, but it was like, those are boobs. I like boobs. And then I see her face, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a girl. It's a little girl. Eyes away. And I always feel bad when that happens. I always do, So I don't understand when you say, well, the way they dress makes me think this way. Then, like I told the other gentleman, then you need to go get some fucking professional help. Let me say that again. If you're a grown-ass motherfucking man, or even a grown-ass motherfucking woman, and you see a teenager walk by in 100-degree weather with a tank top like this and shorts that are longer than the silky shorts that I wear when I go running, and you think, oh, that's too provocative. Like, this is the question I want to ask. Does it fucking make y'all horny or something? Like, I don't get it. Like, when you see our young women, our young ladies, our teenagers, and I think I'm a very conservative type of a dude to an extent. And, my daughter and I bump heads on what she's allowed to wear outside the house and not. But I can tell you right now, every picture that I have seen, I would have allowed my daughter to walk out the house dressed that way. I think it was appropriate. There was nothing wrong with it. We're products of the fucking 80s, man. So all of us in our 40s that are listening to this, we grew up in the 90s. We remember what it was like to try to pull our pants up. For our girls not to wear spaghetti straps. In my high school, I wasn't even allowed to wear a tank top because of the probability of this nipple. Ooh, look, a nipple, a nipple. could probably show and it'd be too provocative. We grew up in those times. And now you fucking mean to tell me when we're 16, 17 years old and we're like, no, you adults are stupid. This isn't provocative. This is fashion. This is how we like to dress. And when our parents told us school's not a fashion show, how many of you motherfuckers are saying the same motherfucking thing to your kid right now? School's not a fashion show. You know, I had a grandma out there today that told me, you know what, Luis, is sad? Is when I was a teenager, it was in the hippie times. And I remember walking around being told hippies aren't belonged here. Hippies can't come into this establishment. Hippies that were wearing, spaghetti strap, some of them the hand woven, right? Were told they couldn't go into establishments because they were being too risque. 45, 50 fucking years later, and it's still the same thing? Where's the progression? Like, it's like, honestly, this nation has taken steps backwards. Now, if there's one thing that I hopefully showed all the young men and women that were out there today and their parents is they have an ally. No Shame Warrior Foundation stands behind our youth. We stand behind what is right. And we stand behind what is fair. And what they are doing to our daughters at that school is not fair. They're calling them out in front of all their peers. They are pulling them to the side, grabbing them, and telling them, you should be ashamed of how you're dressed. Look at you. They're being told things like, put your girls away. Put your hooters away. The fuck? What fucking right-minded adult thinks that's okay to say to children? It's not. And Miss Rodriguez, the principal of that high school, whoever told you that you were qualified enough to be a principal, they lied to you. They lied to you. You definitely are not qualified to be a principal. 1 week. 1 week school's been going on. And look at all the shit you done already created. I don't know what your personal agenda is there, Principal Rodriguez. But I highly suggest you get your head out of your ass and really start being a leader. Because a leader and a principal are two things that you have not displayed in me. I've never been so involved in schools and or politics or local politics until now. It might be emotional right now, an emotional saying, but I think it's something I definitely am going to carry through. I will be running for school board. I will get on that board. Hell or high water, I'm going to get on that board. And eventually I'm going to work my way up to the top of that school board. And hopefully make some changes and start leading this school district in the proper way. Now, I don't have an educational background. I'll admit that. I've trained warriors on and off the battlefield. That's about as far as I've ever trained. I've done some Boy Scouting, little youth league, baseball, soccer, things like that. But actually be an educator, trained educator, I am not. But one thing I know that I am, and I'm pretty damn good at it, I'll toot my own horn. Not many things I do toot my own horn about, but I will on this, is my leadership skills. I think my leadership skills are really well. I think I have really great leadership skills. Hence why a lot of people have followed me through hell and back. And why I can pick up the phone right now and ask for that help. So No Shame Warrior Foundation will stand behind our Ramona High School students. We support you. We support your message. If you would like to ever come on with parental permission, parental permission, and share your story about your high school, or share your story about your mental health and how you overcame it. If you want a platform for your voice to be heard, I'm offering you that platform. I already do podcasting on mental health with adults. I would love to have teenagers come on board with the consent of their parents to talk about what it is that they feel that we are failing at as parents and as adults with them. And I think one of those things was displayed today, and that was the protest led by a junior in high school. In less than 24 hours, she went from getting 100 signatures on the petition to over 1,300 signatures on that petition. Both parents, students, which I'm not sure how that works with students since they're minors, but as well as also even other faculty members from the high school. And the principal, Miss Rodriguez, was pissed to see her faculties that signed it. Well, Miss Rodriguez, if you ever get to listen to this, one thing as a leader that I will tell you that will benefit you hopefully in the future, not in the Ramona High School future, because I am definitely trying to get you removed from your position now. You are on my radar to get removed. So just let it be known. It's not a threat, it's a promise. But whatever it is that you do in the future, and hopefully it's not leading children, hopefully it's not dealing with kids, you take this lesson and you learn that a leader is really defined as someone that can really follow those that have more knowledge than them. And that's it. To all of my young ladies in Ramona and in Ramona High School, just remember this. There's always an appropriate place to dress how you want. And then there's always an appropriate place to dress to a certain attire depending on the event. As much as I would love to say that we have progressed over the years, it is quite clear that rape culture and men, grown-ass men that can't stop thinking dirty thoughts about girls is shameful on you. It's not. It's all on them. Young ladies, you are powerful. You are strong. You are leaders. You're the future of this country. And I'm damn proud to have seen what I saw today as you all protested in unison as one. In the moment, over 1,000 people, some of us knowing each other, some of us not, came together for the same purpose and the same cause. And that's beautiful. I want to thank you, ladies, especially Shelly, the young girl that started this whole petition, for allowing me to come out there and support you all. That was a privilege for me and an honor for me. I've only protested 2 things ever in my life, and this is number 2. This is how impactful you are to me. Just like Jade is my daughter, y'all are my daughters. And I'll be damned if anyone comes and tries to hurt any of my daughters. So please, do better, be better, and our children, keep showing that leadership. Keep up what you're doing. Keep, what do I want to say? Keep practicing your rights. You know, those are your rights to protest in a peaceful manner like y'all did today, to show the authorities that what they are doing is unfair and unjust. That's what we're protesting. So, if you have some time, please go to listen to some of these young students here in Ramona. Listen, pull up my page. We're gonna have some more students that are gonna, or families are gonna share their videos and their posts. But we have to stop this. It's fucking ridiculous. It's not turn a blind eye. It's not, oh, Luis, but, you know, that 16-year-old girl, you know, It's not fucking up to you what that 16-year-old girl should fucking be wearing or not. It's up to her goddamn parents. But it's up to you as a fucking adult to not be a creep. How about that? And with that, I ranted long enough. So Ramona High School, our daughters out there, our sons out there in those schools, No Shame Warrior Foundation stands behind you, supports your mental health, supports your rights. And if you want to have a platform to speak on, hey, let's start a teens talk with parental permission, and I'll give you a platform to air out all this shit in a safe environment where no one's going to judge you, no one's going to sit here and belittle you, but we're going to listen to you. I want to hear your concerns and how you think that we as parents and as this generation can be better to support you and your mission in taking over the country once our time is done, because you all are the future. And with that, it's almost 20 minutes. I'm sorry if you made it this long. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Please like, subscribe, follow us, NoShameWarriorFoundation.org, No Shame Warrior Foundation across all social media platforms. There's more ways to donate than just money, but yes, donation via money is always welcomed. But No Shame Warrior Foundation really just needs a lot of behind the scenes help, whether you can edit videos, you can run a website, and unfortunately right now I just don't have means to pay you, but I'll definitely write tax exempt letters. I'll write letters of recommendation, whatever else I can provide for you to help keep this mission going. So I appreciate you all. I love you all. Stay strong, my warriors and my warriorettes. Fucking keep kicking ass. I love you guys. As always, no shame.